Hi everyone, Lady Botcher Angela here with Viking Couple Part 2, and this is just an extension of the Part 1. So we are going to be doing some weapons, some accessories for the Viking couple. So these are just some rough drawings that I've done, some arrows, some arrowheads that I've looked up, fletching for the arrows, the bow and everything, and the sword, the axes. Some turn out, some don't. I did use these Plastimorph. They're like little pellets. So I used those, and this first one, I can tell you, does not work out. So I just don't use it. I just did not use it. So it just wasn't forming the way I wanted to. It was a bit too big, bulky for the hands. So yeah, I just did not end up using it. But later on, you'll see that I do use this Plastimorph. I'm gonna just call it Plastimorph pellets to do the arrowheads. With this and having it be on wood, even if it's just a popsicle stick or something like that, or I don't know if I'm using that. It's very hard to keep it to stick together unless you take it off and put wood glue or something like that. But I did this twisting motion to the arrowhead, which is not historically accurate, but is for miniature, I'm okay with it. Plus, you'll see a little bit later, once I put the fletching on, which took forever, and I did it off camera because it was so finicky. But yeah, I only did 2 fletching feathers rather than 3, just to keep the bulk down in that miniature scale. So here I am, I'm doing one of the axes, the axe blade, on an actual stick from outside. It's a mulberry stick that I basically skinned, debarked. I'm not sure what the word is for it, but shaved. I don't know. If you do, please let me know, because right now I'm embarrassing myself. So here I am. I'm just taking this Plastimorph and just putting it around, just like you would an actual axe. Because if you know how to put an axe on a wooden axe handle, this is about kind of what you do. Not really folding it that way, but putting it on over top and then basically putting in a splint into the wood to actually hold the head on to the pole. So yeah, so it'll dry white, and then you just paint it. And then here I am, I'm not sure. Oh yes, I am doing his oath ring. So for the man, he gets a family oath ring, and sometimes if you've seen like Viking or Vikings, the show or something like that, or some kind of reference, usually they have some kind of wristlet that is kind of passed down, or it's just meant to be an oath ring of loyalty to certain families, certain people, certain gods or goddesses, that kind of thing. I've mainly seen it on men. I am not entirely sure if women do or not. I think they wear more pendants and stuff on their aprons. So here is what I've finished up, and yes, you can see the fletching. That was me just saying there's 2, not 3. There is normally 3, so forgive me. That one I do not use, and this was before I did the axe. The sword is made out of 3 popsicle sticks I glued together with wood glue, and then I sanded it. It doesn't look great, but I think it works. So this is another mulberry stick that I kind of yeah, it bent, so I had to put something there to keep it from breaking totally. So after everything's been dried for a few minutes, it usually takes about 5 minutes to dry, completely and harden. So, which is awesome because I can do this in like an afternoon instead of having to wait 24 hours for like epoxy sculpt or something like that. So you can see how rough the sword looks right now. And yeah, I sanded that down with my hand. So that's why it looks like that. So for me, I'm okay with that because it looks more like a blacksmith did it. So it's been pounded into a sword. Of course, back then, they probably had a lot more skill than me. Plus, this is wood and not actually metal. So, yeah, I took some liberties there. They don't look great, but they're okay. And for the bow, I didn't put that on because I totally forgot to do that. That's the honest truth. I forgot. I was just doing it while I was standing, just randomly standing around. But yeah, it's out of mulberry as well. I just got it. I got Tim to go get me a piece of it. So, but yeah, no, I think it worked out okay. I don't know. I like the length. The execution could have been better, I think, but I like that it is real, out of like real wood, or real nature outside. It's mulberry, it's a bush more than anything, but still. Just rambling now. But yes, back in the day, they actually used longbows, and at some point, they possibly changed over to like a recurve or a slight recurve type of bow of just the pictures that I've seen online. So for historically accurate bows as far as they go. And here I am, I'm just painting everything. I do paint both axes. I don't end up liking the one that's plastic. The paint comes off, smudges, and I just don't like it. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it then. But here we go. With the power of editing, we are all finished, and we've glossed everything up to look shiny. And here is the girl's bow. I might make a new one. I'm not sure before the end of this. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Here is the sword. It's okay. It's not great, but it'll do. I think it'll be fine. And here's the arrows that I did. And yeah, I wish they weren't twisted, but again, I give myself some creative leeway on some of these historically accurate things, or trying to be historically accurate. But yeah, I don't like how this turned out because the paint chipped off, and yeah, I'm not gonna use it. So that's what we have. And then we have his oath ring, and that is it for part 2. Stay tuned for part 3, which is going to be their shields, and that will be the only thing in that video. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the Viking couple and work on some other projects as they need to get done first. And thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.